Say keyword driven methodology. Keyword driven methodology. Say generating tests manually using keywords. Test object is keyword, method is keyword, all are keywords. See UFT tool tag is advanced keyword driven testing. Advanced keyword driven testing. This is UFT tool tag. See, in this approach, keywords can be used in order to create and execute tests. See, in this approach, keywords can be used to create and execute tests. See, everything is keyword. Test object is keyword, method is keyword, function is keyword, all are keywords. Okay, anyhow, this we will discuss later. Come to mainstream, keyword driven methodology, generating tests. Generating, just a minute. What is keyword driven methodology? Generating tests using keywords. See, earlier we created tests using recording feature, using recording. See, for recording, no prerequisites required. For generating tests manually, see, generating tests manually, keywords required. Generating tests manually, some prerequisites, basics required. Already we discussed types of objects in UFT. Next, object repository. Next, one more small chapter, prerequisites for creating tests. See, these prerequisites for all types of test design, not only for manual test preparation, also for recording, descriptive programming, for all types of test design. These prerequisites for all types of test design. See, prerequisites for creating tests, or you can say test scripts. See, first one, concentrate. Test scenario. For example, I will take one Windows based scenario and one web based scenario. See, first one, login operation or login functionality. Login functionality in flight reservation application. Next, same login functionality in Gmail application. See, this is first prerequisite, test scenario. Next, Steps are navigation. Steps are navigation. See, first login functionality. Steps. Can you tell me steps, Sujata? I think all of you familiar with login. Observe once again. Launch the application. Enter agent name. Enter password. Click default button. OK button. Next, you can get a flight reservation window. Tell me the steps. First,
launch the application, sir.
Launch the application. Next step, select or activate. Select login dialog box. Login dialog box. Next,
select agent edit box.
Enter. You can enter the focused object. Enter agent name. Next,
enter password.
Good. Enter password. Next,
click OK.
Yes, click OK button.
OK button. Yes.
Okay, put mute. These are the steps. Next, Kanti, login functionality in Gmail. I think all of you familiar with Gmail. Login functionality. Observe. First, launch the browser. Launch the browser. Navigate to Gmail home page. Gmail home page. Just a minute. This is Gmail homepage. Enter email, enter password, click sign in button. Then you can get your email page. Tell me, steps are navigation. First, launch the browser and see these two operations in single statement. We can cover in single statement. Launch the browser and navigate. Navigate means open. Navigate to Gmail homepage. Next, enter email address. Enter email. Next, enter password.
Click on the sign in button.
Yes. Click sign in button. See, steps are navigation. Next, third, verification points, one or more. Verification points. How to confirm login operation? Just a minute. First verification point in login operation, flight reservation login. See, after entering valid agent name and password, then we can get a flight reservation window. By checking the existence of flight reservation window, we can confirm login functionality. See, check the existence of flight reservation window. If exists, then pass, otherwise fail. Next, Gmail login. Madhuri, Gmail login functionality. Check the existence of email page. Check the existence of email page. If exists, then pass, otherwise fail. Next, important thing in test design, error handling. Error handling. See, in manual testing, user interaction is there. User can handle errors while test case execution. But if it is automation, user interaction optional. Without user interaction, tool can execute series of tests. So error handling is mandatory in automated testing or test automation. Say, first, login functionality in flight reservation application. Suppose entered agent name, password, click OK button. See, not launching that flight reservation window. It is showing error pop-up. In order to put base state, we need to close the error pop-up and cancel the login dialog. This is the base state. See, close the error pop-up, and cancel login dialog. Next, login. Just a minute. Okay. Login functionality in Gmail. Say, see here, no error pop-up, raising error message in the same browser page, same page. See, after reading this error pop-up, close the browser. This is the base state. Close the browser. Next, input. Input data. Input data. See, we have to prepare test data. For login, suppose agent name equal to, suppose ABCD, any 4-digit value. Next, password. Here password, fixed password, but in our real-time application we use different passwords. If we create new users, you can use different passwords. Here fixed password. Password is Mercury. Next, here registered email. Next, password. Save. Next, this last one is optional, but best practice, comments. See, in order to increase the code readability, add comments. See, these are the prerequisites for creating tests in UFT, not only for keyword driven methodology. These prerequisites for all types of test design. For example, if you want to record, for recording also navigation required, verification points required. If you want to insert checkpoint, verification point required. Now tell me Madhuri, what are the prerequisites for test design?
Test scenario.
Test scenario.
Steps in navigation.
Steps are navigation.
Or navigation. Verification points.
Ah.
Error handling. And comments.
Comments. Okay. And one more thing. Usually, many people telling we automate manual test cases. We automate manual test cases. But here I use test scenario instead of test case. Already we discussed. Manual test case scope is very limited. Suppose if login scenario is there, for this login scenario you can write multiple test cases. Observe, for login scenario you can write multiple test cases. Positive test cases, negative test cases. Positive most of the time single, negative multiple. Isn't it, Sujata? For one scenario we write one or more test cases now in manual testing.
Yes, sir.
But in automation, you can cover positive and negative test cases in single test, single automated test. See, already we discussed, you can insert multiple verification points in a test. Tool is software, tool can concentrate. If it is human users, if it is manual testing, generally human users can concentrate on one or two verification points only. Usually we write multiple test cases for test scenarios, but in test automation we can cover positive and negative test cases in one automated test. You can write like this: if so and so window exists, then pass. Else if so and so error pop-up exists, this is the reason. Else if this is the reason. Else if this is the reason. Next, and if, like that. See, final conclusion, automated test scope is very high. For example, in manual testing 400 test cases selected for automation. See, 400 manual test cases selected for test automation. For these 400 test cases, 400 test scripts or 400 automated tests are not required. Isn't it, Kanti?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because in a single test script you can.
Yes, in single test script we can cover positive and negative scenarios in automation. We can insert multiple verification point. Tool can concentrate. Okay. See, next come to mainstream steps for creating tests manually. Concentrate. First step, create shared object repositories. See, it is one-time activity. Once you create shared repositories, you and your team members can access them. Okay, if any modifications are there, you can modify later. But creating shared object repositories, one-time activity. Once you create shared repositories, all team members can access. Next, if you want to create tests, associate shared object repositories with action level. Next, generate steps, type steps manually. See, for this last step, 4 possibilities. You can use any one or hybrid. What is hybrid? I will explain. First, using editor view. Next, forget about verification points and error handling. That comes under enhancing tests. Now we are in generating basic tests phase. First, concentrate on plain navigation. In enhancing tests chapter, we will discuss how to insert verification points and how to insert error handling statements and add comments, etc. See, using editor view. Next, using keyword view. Next, using step generator. Next, by drag and drop objects from object repository to editor. By drag and drop objects from object repository to editor. See, these are the 4 possibilities. But this last one, For this last one, limitations are there. See, using this last method, we can generate test object statements, or you can say object calls only, not other statements. See, in the next chapter, we will discuss types of statements in UFT. We use different types of statements in our tests, not only single type of statements, but important statements, test object statements, but we use different types of statements in our tests. For example, utility statements, test object statements, flow control statements, function calls, checkpoint statements, etc. But using this last method, we can generate test object statements only. For remaining statements, you can use another method, type manually. Okay. Next, out of these 4 methods, best method is editor view. Actually, editor view, creating tests using editor view, some difficult than other methods. Remaining methods easy. Editor view some difficult, time taking, but powerful method. Using editor view, you can generate all types of statements and you will have command on tests. So try to use editor view. See, but we will discuss all methods. First, using editor view. Observe. First, suppose login. I want shared repository. Tell me, Kanti, I want to create shared repository for this login. How to create? Guide me.
First, go to resources.
Resources.
First, check object repository whether it is blank or not.
That is not required. If you want to create, see, you are not associating anything in first step. So you no need to check object repository. Why you need to check?
Because for the previous one, if it's anything already associated,
then what is the problem? You are going to create new shared repository.
Object repository manager.
Object repository manager.
Then you should add the.
Yesterday only we discussed this navigation. Concentrate. Continue, Sujata.
Yes, sir. Resources menu first, and then go to the object repository manager. Next, object menu. Add object.
Show the dialog box. Click OK. Select required option. Again, click OK.
And save.
Suppose login. Any meaningful name you can use. See, here I am saving on desktop, but in real time, we store shared repository files in a common folder that we will discuss in framework implementation chapter. Now we are storing on desktop temporarily. Next, close object repository manager. Over. Next step, associate shared repositories. One more thing. For this second step, alternate also there. Or tell me, Kanti, what is the alternate for associate shared repositories?
Loading the shared repository direct to the test scripts.
Yes, loading shared repositories during execution. During execution. Next, second step, associate shared repositories. First, launch object repository, blank, it is new test. Next, associate resources, associate repositories, browse path of the repository, associate with action, click OK. Next, confirm whether that object's information is loaded or not. Object repository, objects information loaded, objects populated. Next, generate the script manually. You know the navigation. First step, launch the application. Launching application is utility statement. You know how to launch applications. It is Windows based application using system utility object you can launch. Syntax systemutil.run within double quotes path of the application. See, it's not case sensitive. Systemutil.run method. Next, path of the AUT. See, first step over. Second step, enter agent name. Select login dialog. Select login dialog. First I will explain test object statement syntax. See, test object statements. Syntax. Suppose in our statement or step, only one test object. Suppose single test object statement. Syntax test object. See, test object names vary from one environment to another, but you no need to remember test object names. Using object spy, you can get test object names. If you remember, no issue. Otherwise, using object spy, you can get test object names. Of object name, label of the object. Object name dot method. For every test object statement, method is mandatory. Method at end of the statement. Method. This is technical term, or you can say method or operation. Business term operation, technical term method. Both are synonyms. Next, example, dialog of login dot activate. Activate is method. See, dialog of login dot activate. Suppose if it is web-based environment, browser of Google within double quotes dot close. Next, if it is two test object statements, two test object, step or statement, same, test object of object name dot, again test object, see child test object of object name dot method or operation. Suppose if any input data is there, some methods take input, some methods won't take input. Here, input data, or you can say value, input data, or you can say value. Okay. Two test object statements. See, remember, whenever you want to perform any operation on child object, you need to write parent-child hierarchy. Observe. Suppose I want to activate this dialog box. Just operation on parent object dot operation. Next, I want to perform operation on child object, agent name, enter a value. See, you need to write parent-child hierarchy. Login is parent, agent name is child, operation on child object. Next, just a minute. I want to click on this OK button, this flight reservations window or dialog box. See, we need to write parent-child hierarchy. Here parent is, grandparent is login dialog, parent is flight reservations, child is OK. Otherwise you can say parent, child, subchild. You need to write this hierarchy. See, maximum 3 objects hierarchy enough. Suppose if it is 4 objects hierarchy is there, you write grandparent, parent, next last child object, if it is subchild also. See, just a minute. Example. Dialog of login dot test object name is win edit of agent name. This colon is part of the value. After agent name, colon is there. Dot set method. Methods I will introduce later. Methods common for all types of test design. If it is a recording or keyword driven methodology or descriptive programming, methods are common. Next, value. Suppose ABCD 1. Next, if it is web-based environment, browser of suppose Google dot page not case sensitive, page of Google. See, most of the time browser name, home page name same, other page names different. Dot sync is method. Next, you can easily write 3 test object statement. 3 test objects step. Tell me Kanti syntax. Syntax for 3 test objects statement or step.
Dialog. Okay. Test object. Test object.
Test object of means open bracket.
Open bracket. In the columns object. Object name.
Good. Within double quotes object name.
Close the bracket. Dot child dot test object.
Child test object. Child test object.
Again object name in
double with double quotes object name.
Again dot child test
subchild
test object.
Test object of
object
name dot method or
value.
Method or operation. Value is another field. See, values required for some methods only. Example, observe. Just a minute. Dialog of login dot. I want to click this OK button. Grandparent login, parent flight reservations, and child OK button. Again, dialog of flight reservations dot win button of OK dot click. Suppose if it is web-based environment, one example. Browser of Google dot page of Google dot link of Gmail dot click. Okay na Sujata? Writing test object statements. Is it any confusion?
Yeah. No sir, no confusion.
Okay, cool. See, as per our navigation, first step, activate the login dialog box. See, and one more thing, These are the prerequisites for all types of test design. If it is keyword driven methodology, put mute, some more information required. What is that information? Test objects information. Next, methods information. Say if it is recording, you no need to remember test object names and method names. Tool can generate statements automatically for your actions on AUT. If it is manual, if you want to prepare tests manually, you must know the test object names and operations or methods. See, methods I will introduce in methods chapter, but you no need to remember test object names. Using object_spy you can get. Just a minute. See, in this navigation, we are going to operate 4 test objects. 4 software objects means 4 test objects. See, first get the names. Object_spy. This is, observe the class name, dialog. Next, agent name, class name of the object, when edit. Next, password also. Just a minute. Password also when edit. Next, this OK button is win button. Okay, next write. See, dialog of login. See, automatically populating. UFT provides context help dot activate. Next, dialog of login dot observe. This menu is context menu. See, in this menu you can find 2-3 types of items. This pink color items, methods. Next, these last 2 items, test objects. If you don't associate shared object repository file, you won't get this test object items in this context menu. But methods built in, you no need to associate anything. See, you type W when edit of, say, context help. In your object repository, 2 edit box are there. Select required one. Agent name dot set. See, for set method, value required. See, in this scenario, any 4-digit value. Next, operation on password. Password is child object of dialog. Dialog of login dot when edit of password dot. See, for passwords you can use set method or set secure method. If we use set method, then use direct value, password value. If we use set secure method, then use encoded value. See, if you want to keep your password in securable manner, use set secure method. Otherwise, anybody can know the password by watching the script. See, set secure. See, if it is recording, tool can encode passwords automatically. If you want to encode passwords, one tool is there, integrated tools from HP. Password encoder tool is there. Using password encoder, we can encode. See, all programs, see Windows Start menu, all programs, HP software, unified functional testing tools, password encoder. Here type Mercury, generate, copy, close. Here within double quotes, paste the value, paste the encoded value. Next, last step, dialog of login.win button of OK button dot click operation. Observe Madhuri, is there any difference between a recorded script and this script? If you record this test, that also will generate same script like this na? Any difference is there? Observe Sujata, any difference is there?
No, sir.
No difference. See, utility statements common and test object statements also common. External look, say external look is same if it is recorded script or manual script, but internal process vary. What is the internal process? Recorded script uses local object repositories. Next, manual script uses shared object repositories. Observe. See, recorded test or test script versus manually created test. Test script. What is the difference? See, no difference in test steps, no difference in test steps. Steps are same, no difference in test steps, but internal process varies. See, a recorded test uses local object repositories. Next, manually created test. Just a minute. Manually created test uses shared object repositories, one or more. Okay, na Sampath? Sampath not having mic na? Okay. Find the difference, Madhuri. Difference between recorded script and manually created script. What is the difference? Kanti.
Recorded test uses local object repositories, where manually created test use field object repositories.
Okay.
No difference in test steps, but
Test
internal
steps.
process.
Yes. External looks same. Internal process vary. Okay. Say we created test script manually. We didn't record this one. Put base state. Base state means required state for running the test, and run the test. See, executed. Next, see, take new test. This time, okay, once again, guide me, Sujata. First step, create shared object repository. We already created, that is one-time activity. Next, associate. How to associate? It is new test.
Yes, sir. To associate, we go to resources menu, associate repositories, click on the sign, plus sign, or add repository, and browse path of the repository, select action and associate, and then click OK.
Okay. See, here we are just associating resource files. You can associate shared object repository files, function library files, recovery scenario files, environment variables files with our test scripts. If you save the test, all associations will be saved. Whenever you launch the test, those associations will be as it is. Got this point, Kanti? Once you create test and associate required resource files and save, all associations will be saved with the test. Whenever you launch the test, that associations will be there. You no need to associate again and again, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is new test. For example point of view, I am associating one more time. Why it is new test? But for existing tests, you no need to associate again and again. Once you save the test, all associations will be saved automatically. And one more thing, you need to maintain your resource files. Suppose I stored this shared object repository file on desktop, and I created one test using this shared object repository file, saved the test, over. Suppose tomorrow if I want to execute this test, the shared object repository file will be available on desktop. Suppose if you delete this shared object repository file, then test won't execute, isn't it? Final conclusion, tester means user need to maintain all resource files. Okay. Continue, Sujata. Association over. Next.
After the association is
Confirm the association. Objects information loaded or not.
go to object repository and see if the object information is there.
See object repository. See objects information populated. Next type steps. Suppose system util dot run method. Next, take path of the application. Next, Next,
Dialog.
test object steps. Dialog of login dot activate. You can copy and paste, no issue. Dialog of login dot win
WinEdit.
edit
WinEdit.
of agent
Agent
name dot set any 4-digit value. Next, dot win edit. Just
WinEdit.
a minute.
Password. No passwords.
Password. Use set secure method for passwords. Encode the value. You know how to encode. CHP software, unified functional testing tools. Next, password encoder tool. Here type the password, any password. Generate, copy, close. Next,
Dialog, login, win button, OK, click.
yes, dialog of login dot win button of OK. Next, enter dot context menu, click operation. Over. Run the script, it will execute. Executing. Say generating tests using editor view. Just a minute. For example, Gmail login. Just a minute. Gmail login. Gmail login. Okay. First, create a shared object repository for Gmail, one-time activity. See, take new test. Resources, object repository manager, object, add object, show the web page. Here, observe, in this hierarchy, select the browser. Otherwise, just a minute. Object, add object, show the browser. Here select browser. Okay. Save. Close object repository manager. Next, first associate resources, associate shared repositories, Gmail, associate with action. Next, first utility statement, put mute system util dot run. Next, within double quotes, path of the browser. Where is that browser? Just a minute. Right click is not working. Just a minute. Path of the browser, comma, URL. Just try to launch. Okay. Next, guide me, Kanti. You know the navigation. First, launching over. Next step, enter email. Observe that email.
Browser.
Here. Just a minute. This email is child of the page. Page is child of the browser. If you want to know the hierarchy, tools menu, objects pie, take hand icon, show the email edit box. Here observe the object hierarchy. What is the hierarchy?
Browser, page, and
web edit. Browser, page, and web edit. Web edit name is email, isn't it? This is the hierarchy. Now guide me. Browser.
Open bracket.
Just a minute. Browser of automatically populating dot page of dot win web edit of email. See, for browser object no activate method dot set email address next. Same object hierarchy. You can copy and paste.
Password.
This time password.
Set secure.
Dot set secure. Next, encode the value. You know how to encode. Tools, password encoder. Generate copy close. Next, click on sign in button na. Dot web button of sign in dot click. Over. Put base state. Run the script. See launching. Just a minute. Run the script. Observe Sujata. Launching na?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing. You can, suppose if it is lengthy steps, you can compress the code. You can compress the code using set statement. That concept is code optimization. Code optimization. Just a minute, I am taking one variable dim my page. My page is just variable. You can use XYZ also. Dim my page. Otherwise, you no need to declare also. Without declaration also you can use. But declaration is best practice. Use set statement. Set. Don't confuse. This selected set method on 8 box. This is method. but this first line set statement, VB script statement. Methods can't be used individually, but statements can be used individually. See, this first line set VB script statement. Third line set VB script method. See, names same, but keywords different. Set my page equal to use common hierarchy. Find the common hierarchy. Suppose if several pages having common hierarchy, using set statement you can compress the code. See here, common hierarchy for all statements, this one. Next, instead of this one, you can use my page, just my page. See, replace with my page. So this one also replace it now. Just a minute. Run the script. Expected end statement. No double quotes. Okay na? Kanti.
Yes, sir. Okay.
See, this is code optimization. Optimization. Observe, if it is recording, automatic process is there. Observe, I'm taking the new test. Here, tools menu, options, run sessions, GUI testing. Observe once again, tools menu, options, GUI testing. Here observe, automatically generate this fourth checkbox, automatically generate with statements after recording. If you check this option, it will generate. Here, generate with statement for every 2 or more objects. Suppose 3 means if any 3 statements having same hierarchy, then generate with statement. Next, take new test. Record the navigation. Record. Enter agent name. Enter password. Click OK button. Observe Sujata, here what is the common hierarchy? Common object hierarchy?
Login, sir.
Dialog of login. Okay, just
dialog of login.
Okay, just stop. Generated na?
Yes, sir.
Recorded script. This is recorded script. See, for manual script also you can use this with structure, with object hierarchy, end with. Otherwise, set is simple. Next, come to another possibility using keyword view. See, I'm taking the new test. Associate shared object repository. Associate with action. Okay. Next, switch to keyword view. Madhuri, tell me how to switch to keyword view. How to switch to keyword view? What is the navigation? Say yes or no. You are not responding.
Sir, edit menu, sir.
No, incorrect syntax. Okay. Kanti? View menu, keyword view. Observe. First line selected. Click on second line. As per our navigation, our first statement is utility statement. Here you have to take step generator help. Step generator help for generating utility statements. See step generator. Here select utility objects. Select utility object system util. Next it is showing run method. Next put mute. Paste this value. Insert. Okay. Next, for test object steps, keyword view is very flexible. See, click on next line, login. It is showing activate method. Yes, most of the time it shows regular methods. If you don't want that method, you can change the method. Okay, this method is okay. Next, click on next line, agent name. It is showing set method. Enter the value ABCD. Next, password. It is showing the regular method set. I don't want this method. Change to set secure. Here value. Enter the password value, encoded value. Generate, copy, close, paste. Next, click OK button. See, here documentation also available. Yes, script generated. Run the script. Executing. Switch to keyword view. Switch to editor view. Same test. Same. Okay, Kanti? You guide me. Once again, this keyword view. First, associate. It is new test. Associate shared repositories. Suppose login. Associate with action. Next, guide me. Generate login script using keyword view.
First, go to view, then
keyword view.
Go to the second line.
Click second line.
Then for utility objects, you have to take the help of step
generator. Yes, if you want to generate utility statements, take step generator help. Here category as utility objects. Next select the utility object system util. It is showing run method. Okay. Next enter this path in this value column. Next okay, generated. Next.
Then again click on the next line of the keyword view. Just
select login. It is showing activate method. Okay. Next agent name, set method, enter value in this value column. Next password. It is showing set method. If you don't want this method, you can change the method. Otherwise, you can use set method also. Here direct value. Next. Okay. It is showing click. Okay. Run the script. It will execute. Executing. Okay. Next, switch to editor view. Take new test. This time, so I think all of you familiar with the editor view and keyword view. Next, put mute. Step generator. Step generator. See navigation, how to launch. Design menu. Step generator. Design menu, step generator, or you can use F7 as shortcut key. Or use shortcut key F7. Next, what is step generator? Already I explained the definition. Can you tell me, Sujata, what is step generator?
It is a library of functions and utility objects used to generate recordable and non-recordable steps during test execution.
Not during test execution. Here no relation with test execution. Test design. See,
This.
it is a library of functions. Functions means built-in functions of VB script. It is a library of functions and utility objects used to generate recordable and non-recordable steps. See, it is a library of functions. Here functions means VB script built-in functions. It is a library of functions and utility objects. See these utility objects, UFT reserved objects, built-in UFT reserved objects. It is a library of functions and utility objects used to generate a recordable and non-recordable steps. You know what are the non-recordable steps? Operations on, just a minute. Non-recordable steps. one of the scenario, operations on disabled objects. We can't record these steps. Next, irregular operations. Suppose enter a value into edit box is a regular operation. We use set method on edit box. Suppose I want to get the value from edit box. See, regular method on edit box is entering value, but value already there. I want to get the value. That is irregular operation. Just a minute. See, design, take new test. Design menu, step generator. Here observe, in this category drop down, we have 3 items: test objects, utility objects, functions. But in my definition, I didn't mention test objects. Why? Test objects not built in. If we associate shared object repository file, then you can get test objects. But utility objects and functions are built in. You no need to associate anything. That's why I didn't mention test objects. I mentioned only utility objects and functions. Select utility objects. Here utility objects available. Next, select functions. Here functions available. Next, select test object. Just a minute. Select test objects. Nothing available. Okay na? Kanti? Test objects. How can you get test objects in step generator? If we associate shared object repository files, then you can get test objects. But you no need to associate anything for utility objects and functions. Why? They are built in. Any confusion? Next, associate resources, associate repositories. Click add repository icon, browse path of the repository. Next, associate with action. Click OK. Next, launch step generator, design step generator. Drag the step generator. Here, observe left side bottom one option is there. Insert another step. Check that option. Why? If you don't check that option, then it will then step generator closes for every step. Step generator closes for every step. Put mute after answering the question. Put mute. Nice. If you want to generate multiple steps, means more than one step, check this option. Got the point, Sujata? Why we need to check insert another step option?
Yes, sir. To get check for multiple steps because it closes for every step.
Yes. Otherwise, if you don't select this one, it closes for every step. If you want to generate multiple steps, check this option. Okay. Next, as per our navigation, our first statement is utility statement. Here select category as utility objects. Next, select the utility object system util. Next, it is showing run method. Okay. Next, take the path of the application, paste in this value column, insert. Okay. Next, test object statements. Select test objects, login, activate. It is showing activate method. It shows regular methods. If you don't want this method, you can change the method. Not required. Insert. Next, agent name. It is showing set method. Enter value in this value column. Next, password. If you don't want this method, change the method to set secure. Next, encode the value. Paste in this value column. Next, OK button showing click operation. Insert. Oh, already inserted. Close. Run the script. Executing. Next, guide me Kanti. I want to generate login script using step generator. First, associate the shared repository. Associate with action over. Next, continue.
Then design menu. Step generator.
Step generator. Launch step generator. Next.
Categories.
Category. Before category, one step is there.
Just check in that insert another step. Pick,
yes. Check insert another step option. Next.
Then category utility.
Select category as utility objects. Select the utility object system util. Next, it is showing run method. Okay. Take the path of the executable file. Paste in this value column. Insert. Next.
Then test objects.
Test objects. Next, login. It is showing activate method. Insert. Next, agent name. Password. Agent name. Set method. Enter the value. Input data. Next, password. You can use set method or set secure method. Password. Next, OK button. Close step generator. Run the script. Put mute. Generated. Next, last method. By drag and drop objects from object repository to editor. But one drawback is there. Drawback is it can limitation. What is the limitation? Sujata, tell me what is the limitation for fourth method?
For the fourth method, sir, limitation is only test object statements only can be generated.
Yes, test object steps only can be generated. Remaining statements we need to type manually or use another method. Okay, say first I am taking the new test. Associate repositories, add icon, browse path of the repository, associate with action. Next, launch object repository, first test object statement in this navigation, login dialog. Drag and drop. Next agent name, drag and drop. Password, drag and drop. Next OK button, drag and drop. Close. See, input data you have to enter. See, if you don't want a set method, you can change the method. Otherwise, you can use the same method. Next, utility statements, you need to type. Systemutil.run. Next, path of the AUT. Just a minute. Run. Executing. See, this is about by drag and drop test objects from object repository to editor. And one more thing, UFT supports hybrid approach also. Means you can generate, suppose in our test 20 statements are there. Use editor view for all 20 statements, or you can follow hybrid approach. Some statements using editor view, some statements using keyword view, some statements using step generator, like that. See. EFT supports hybrid approach for test design. You can use editor view, keyword view, and step generator for creating steps. Okay. Next, step generator is used for non-recordable steps also. Here scenarios for non-recordable steps. One is irregular operation. Another is operations on disabled objects. Just a minute. Generally, enter a value into edit box is regular operation. But value already there in this edit box, I want to get the value. That is irregular operation. How to generate the steps using step generator. Design step generator. Test objects, take hand icon, show the object, click OK. See, it is showing regular method set. We are not going to set the value, get the value. See, get RO property of text property. The text, that is text value. Anyhow, in methods chapter I will explain get RO property method. Return value, it returns value, variable is required. Any meaningful variable you can use, suppose agent name. Okay. See, this is irregular step. It can't be recorded. If you want to display this value, you can display. agent name, run. See, capturing. Observe Sujata, it is irregular statement na? Irregular step on edit box.
Yes, sir.
It can't be recorded. Just a minute. Put mute. Generating non-recordable steps using step generator. First one, irregular operations. Example, this one. Next, operation on disabled object. Example, just a minute. Suppose this total object or price object in disabled state, I want to capture that value. Design, step generator, take hand icon, show the price object, click OK. See, get RO property of text, a return value, for example, variable name price. Next, earlier we generated recordable steps using step generator, this time non-recordable steps. Run. See, it's capturing $312. Okay, this is about keyword driven methodology, generating steps using keywords, generating steps manually using shared object repositories and other keywords. Next, in record and run test chapter, 2 topics pending. One is advantages. Now it is time to discuss those topics. Why? Now we learned one more method for test design. Now we are familiar with 2 methods for test design. One is recording, another is without recording. That is keyword driven methodology. It is time to discuss advantages and disadvantages of recording. See, advantages of recording. Tell me, Sujata, what you found? Advantages of
easy to generate tests and it is fast.
Yes, it is easy to generate tests and it takes less time. This is one advantage. Next, scripting knowledge is optional. You don't need to remember test object names, method names, and others. See, scripting knowledge is optional. Next,
used to analyze the AUT in terms of object
yes,
identification.
that is intermediate purpose, not test recording. See, used to analyze the AUT in terms of object identification. Next,
It's recommended for short-term projects only.
yes, useful for short-term projects. Short-term or time-bounded projects. Next,
it is recommended for dynamically user interface design.
Yes, recommended for dynamically changing UI designs, user interface designs. See, if user interface is changing regularly, that time, every time putting efforts is a time-taking process. If it is recording, re-record. Anyhow, recording takes less time. Next, and dynamically changing requirements also. Generally, for dynamically changing requirements, we don't prefer automation. If you prefer, not recommended for dynamically changing requirements. Next, disadvantages. Disadvantage of recording. Observe first disadvantage, low in performance. Why? It is low in performance. Here we use local object repositories. Low in performance. Why low in performance, Sujata?
Lots of memory is taken.
In another method also we use shared objects. Suppose in one test 4 actions are there.
Mm-hmm.
In first action we used some objects. Same objects we used in second action also. What will happen? It creates 2 local repositories. Same objects. For example, if it is action different, for every action it creates one local repository. Sometimes duplicate objects.
Yes, sir.
Suppose in first action we used login dialog. In second action also we used login dialog and other objects, but it stored login dialog in first action and second action. Duplicate objects. 2 times adding or multiple times adding. See, low in performance. Next, no centralized maintenance of test objects. Suppose you created 100 tests, each test having 2 actions. 100 into 2, 200 actions. 200 local repositories. If you suppose any modifications are there in future, you need to open each and every test and modify the object information. If it is shared object repository, you no need to open multiple repositories. These can be shared with multiple tests. So just open single shared repository and perform changes. Enough. For example, observe, based on this flight reservation window, I created 10 tests. In every test, that flight reservation window object is there. First, insert order test, next open order, fax order, delete order. In every test, flight reservation window is there. Suppose as per customer convenience, developers changed flight reservation label. Then we need to open each and every local repository and modify the value. If it is shared object repository, you just create one shared repository for this flight reservation window. By associating this repository, you can create a number of tests. If any modifications are there in future, you just open that single shared repository and modify the value. Got the point, Sujata? Any confusion?
Sir, once again, just tell about that shared repository.
Suppose I created 10 tests based on this flight reservation window. Flight reservation window object is parent object, na?
Yes, sir.
In every test that object is required, na? Suppose I created insert order. For insert order also, first I activate this one, next insert order and enter data like next second test open order. In open order also parent object mandatory, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose fax order, delete order, like that. I created 10 tests using this flight reservation window. Suppose after some time this flight reservation window label changed. Developer changed that label. Then we need to modify the object information, na?
Yes, sir.
How to modify that flight reservation window available in 10 tests, na? In 10 local repositories, na?
Mm-hmm.
You need to open 10 local repositories and modify the value, na? If it is shared repository, you just create single shared repository. By associating that shared repository, you can create a number of tests. Insert order test, fax order test, delete order test, etc. If any modifications are there in future, you just open that single shared repository and modify the value.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Centralized maintenance. In case of shared object repositories, centralized maintenance of test objects. In case of recording, no centralized maintenance of test objects. Next, disadvantages. Some types of statements. Some types of statements can't be recorded. So, we can't record all types of statements. Next, if you record the steps, you may have command on test scripts. So locating errors difficult. Psychological point. Testers may not have command on test scripts. Testers may not have command on test scripts. Next, anything else? Tell me, Sujata. Anything else? Disadvantage of recording?
Less or no concentration on complex functionality
Yes,
testing.
that is also. See, scripting knowledge optional na, less or no concentration. Concentration on complex functionality. Testing. Anything else? See, first
I
two
think we
important.
covered this, sir. Locating errors is difficult.
Okay. Testers may not have command on test script. See, that is a extension of this one. Testers may not have command on test script, so locating errors is difficult. We can locate, but locating is difficult. Say we covered maximum. First two important. Low in performance. Next, no centralized maintenance of test objects. Okay. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome.